us, especially for the students, right? And we know that according to Kennedy article, Minister of Education, Culture, Research, Technology, or Minister KRISTEN, Nadine Anwar Makari, launched the medical curriculum via online on 11 February 2022.
BOI, please.
Yes.
Okay, as you said before with the new definition that medical curriculum is a key. But ladies and gentlemen, we have to know that all curriculum, curriculum 13, curriculum is 13. It is has a key for the students who didn't have to live it. So this is
Okay, I got your point. But you have to know that with the implementation by the government, it's for the students, of course, to the students who improve their skills to follow their
interruption, please.
Yes, please.
But you have to know that in all curriculum, the students they have to they can success and they can creative. So this is same that we use the all curriculum.
Okay, I got your point, but you have to know about the benefits of this particular curriculum. So let me continue my arguments. Chapter 10 about curriculum, Article 38, 36. In the first value, which is curriculum development, is carried out by the curriculum. Why this curriculum is ready to apply to all schools in Indonesia? The first is this curriculum gives the implementation of this Merdeka curriculum. What is this suggestion? The first is Mandiri Plaza.
Introduction, please. Yes, I said before that implementation, this curriculum government, they know about the students' future. But ladies and gentlemen, we have to know that by the new curriculum, this is make the students and the teacher confused because this is the sudden curriculum, so they can.
Okay, that's your point. But you have to know that there is 3 options of this Merdeka curriculum. That it means in the first, which is Merdeka Belajar, I will say the option of the Mandiri Belajar option given for the field educational units, which we're implementing the Merdeka curriculum in several parts and principle of independent curriculum without changing the education of curriculum that is being implemented. It doesn't change everything. So it means that it just to improve or it just upgrade the curriculum, not just change the curriculum, because it gives the advice for the school and also the students to follow this learning process. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll give the second is Mandiri Guru. The second option of this particular curriculum is Mandiri Guru. Mandiri Guru gives the flexibility to education units when implementing the particular curriculum by using teaching tools that have been provided. Ladies and gentlemen, it's different with the Mandiri Belajar because they use some of the parts of the program of this Merdeka curriculum. Ladies and gentlemen, and the third is Mandiri Berbagi. The option of Mandiri Berbagi will provide flexibility to educational units in implementing the Merdeka curriculum by developing their own teach tools. Ladies and gentlemen, by this Merdeka Berbagi, it can be the example for other schools to implementing this Merdeka curriculum. Ladies and gentlemen, the second reason why the Merdeka curriculum is ready to apply to all schools in Indonesia, especially for the high school, is give the chance to the teachers to make their own innovation in teaching methods. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to know that teachers have a big role in students' life because they are the second parents of the students in the school, and that's why with this Merdeka curriculum, it makes them feel like this. Yes,
you say that teacher is second parents for the students, but we can do the point. Okay, but we have to know that there are in Indonesia there are lacking of let us say sumber daya, so this is not important. And this is sad.
Okay, thank you very much for your opinion. But you have to know that by the give change for the teachers, to use their own methods to learning, they can improve their own self, because they can be more creative in learning process. Ladies and gentlemen, the third reason why the conclude that this vertical curriculum is ready to be applied in all schools in Indonesia. Because, ladies and gentlemen, they will give a lot of benefits. And ladies and gentlemen, there is the first is vertical curriculum is a practical curriculum, and the second is given the chance for the students to make it home. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the first speaker. And I would like to say that my argument is strong because it's taken from the past source with the fundamental, and that's why it's wrong to say.
Once again, let's give applause. Right after give applause, everybody can keep silent. For here, the first speaker of negative thinking. Time is yours.
Merdeka curriculum can make the students to merdeka in the learning and can make the students to creative. Ladies and gentlemen, this is statement from my Gilbert friends as the first speaker of proposition. And by this statement, I really disagree. Because ladies and gentlemen, until today, there are many students that they have not think to make creativity. We know that they use the facilities in school to something that it is important. So Merdeka curriculum cannot help the students, and Merdeka curriculum not applied not really applied in all schools in Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, the honorable adjudicators, timekeepers, the moderators, my friends as the proposition team, and all audience here. As the first speaker of opposition team, I want to say that Merdeka curriculum is not ready to be applied in all schools in Indonesia. Because ladies and gentlemen, we have to know that undercooked in preparation. We know that considering the Merdeka curriculum was only inaugurated and launched by the Ministry of Education, Culture, Research and Technology last year. Of course, a more in-depth study and evaluation is needed. So implementation is effective and appropriate. Ladies and gentlemen, the second point why we disagree with this motion is the teaching system has not been planned in the time. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to remember that if we look at the procedure for implementing learning in the independent curriculum or Merdeka curriculum, the teaching system has not been discussed in the time. So this can make the students or the teacher, they are confused because there are many teachers that they have not socialization from by these rules or by the Merdeka curriculum. Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, the third point is lack of human resource capacities. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, please.
Well, you could say that the lack of facilities can give the lack of the human resources can give impact for this Merdeka curriculum, right? But you have to know that by this Merdeka curriculum, it gives teachers chance to improve their skills, improve their skills.
But you have to know that in Indonesia, there are lacking of teachers, like I say, sumber daya manusia. So this is not equal. Okay, thanks. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to say that by curriculum Merdeka have a lack of human resource capacities. Ladies and gentlemen, still need socialization and careful preparation in order to have a well-structured system in Indonesia. This curriculum has required measures, resource, nearly quality of education. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to say that by the Merdeka curriculum, this is makes students confused. Because we know that in all curriculum, there are many subjects that have to combine, but actually there are many subjects that have to separate. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to say that Merdeka curriculum, it is not ready to apply in all schools in Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, the next is lack of internet. We know that by the Merdeka curriculum, the students they can they can use the internet to make something that important. But yes, please.
Well, you should say that the students will feel confident about this Merdeka curriculum, but you have to know that there is a lot of facilitation for a lot of students and also for the society.
Okay, yes, but you have to know that in all schools in Indonesia, not
Excuse me, but I asked you about where you take the data.
Oh, okay. As the first speaker, I want to say that my friends as the second speaker will talking about data because she as the data speaker. So gentlemen, I want to say that by the curriculum Merdeka, let's understand and confuse for students because there are subjects, as I said before, that has combined, but unfortunately, with the Merdeka curriculum, the subject is separate. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is sad and make the students who they not understand. And we know that by the Merdeka curriculum, only some subject. Ladies and gentlemen, this is difficult to someone that they have to finish their students in the high school and they want to continue. And if they want to, let us say, test an S, this is difficult because in SMA they only study about some subjects. So this is same and better. We use the old curriculum. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say that our government they only make a new curriculum, but they not finish one curriculum. Better we finishing the curriculum all like categories. So this can help students and teachers to they can improve their self-learning process. Ladies and gentlemen, as the first speaker of opposition team, I want to say that we really disagree with the motion today about curriculum Merdeka is really to be applied in all schools in Indonesia. Because as I said before, that there are undercooked in preparation. Because we know that by the curriculum Merdeka, it is a sudden curriculum. So this is not a preparation. This is not a late preparation. And the teaching system has not been trained in the time. So ladies and gentlemen, it is can make the students or the teacher, they are confused in the learning process in the classroom. Ladies and gentlemen, the next lack of human resource and capacities. As I said before, that to improve the students' character in schools, this is can help by the students.
Yes,
please.
Well, do you have another solution to increase the human resources if you know that you reject the curriculum?
Okay, can you give me another to increase the human resources?
This curriculum became one of the solutions of increase the teaching for the teacher and also the human resource.
But until today we know that there are no difference with curriculum Merdeka and curriculum di kelas. So this is same better.
But you have to know that as a student in Indonesia, if we want to improve our skills, we need to know one thing that is new because it's too
Okay, but we have to know that by the old curriculum as the students we have to read it. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to say that curriculum Merdeka is not really to be applied in Indonesia because ladies and gentlemen, it's the curriculum Merdeka applied in all schools in Indonesia. It is made one classroom in their school as reduced. So the students they have to choose some subject that this is not important for them. So ladies and gentlemen, as the first speaker of opposition team, I want to say that curriculum Merdeka is not really applied in all schools in Indonesia because teachers not has experience to learning and there are a lacking of learning access like internet. So they know to learning like they can learning it well. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite all to agree with our argument and disagree with this motion about curriculum Merdeka is really to be applied in Indonesia because until today we can use the curriculum all to living. That's all and thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a light to the second speaker of Ahmad to give the material. Thank you.
Hello and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for the time that given to me. Ladies and gentlemen, in today's motions we will talk about this House believes that Merdeka curriculum is ready to be applied in all schools in Indonesia. Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we are as a proposition team definitely believe and agree with this motion that every schools in Indonesia are ready to be applied this Merdeka curriculum. But ladies and gentlemen, before I get to start with the learning my arguments, let's all appreciate the first speaker from the opposition team in giving her arguments. But ladies and gentlemen, the first speaker from the opposition team stated that but the Ministry of Education and Culture made this curriculum without no considerations. Ladies and gentlemen, that is total false. gentlemen. And also, the third one is the option team doesn't want the students to have a lot of subjects. But ladies and gentlemen, by these curriculums, by these curriculum curriculums, the students will be able to improve their interest in every interest that they want. And also, ladies and gentlemen, this Merdeka curriculum doesn't change any subject that is already been applied in the curriculum 2013. By that, the first speaker from the option team doesn't have any answer. By that, please, yes, please. Okay, you say that curriculum Merdeka made that change in education, and the students they will understand with new curriculum. But you think that the curriculum they same with the curriculum Merdeka, but and now we can see that curriculum Merdeka the achievement please. Okay, to the point that curriculum Merdeka can improve the student achievement. Not only this curriculum Merdeka. Yes, thank you for the PI. That's not really a question, but I'll still reply to that PI. So, I know that every curriculum can give the changes, but ladies and gentlemen, we all know that curriculums needs to be changed. That will be, I will talk about that more in my arguments. But ladies and gentlemen, the curriculums need to be changed because the world changed constantly, and there is globalization happening, ladies and gentlemen. So, by the statement of the second speaker PI, that means that the second speaker PI actually agree with us because they said that the very curriculums can help the students to achieve. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for my rebuttal. Now I will start delivering my arguments. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ministry of Education, Culture, Research and Technology initiated the new curriculums and the Merdeka curriculums that has been previously been enforced. Minister of Education and Culture Nadine Makarin assessed that the 2013 curriculum still has a number of weaknesses in its application, according to him, with curriculum teaching and learning process can be more flexible and educational units. Now, ladies and gentlemen, these applications of curriculums has been planned since 2020. Okay, beyond 2020? Yes. Okay, but when we use the curriculum Merdeka at the school, especially in the class, the students will reduce because this student they will choose the subject they want, the interesting one, so that make the teacher they don't have the inner teacher who teach the students they want to choose the subject. Speaker another point. So I think the second speaker from the option team definitely mistaken and misconcept about this Merdeka curriculum. Because ladies and gentlemen, no, but I say that so, ladies and gentlemen, that means that second speaker from the option team definitely misconcept with this Merdeka curriculum. Because ladies and gentlemen, Merdeka curriculum not just give an inspiration from the student itself, but also with the teacher. By this, ladies and gentlemen, the option team of the second speaker obviously misconcept about this Merdeka curriculum. Let me continue. So, ladies and gentlemen, currently the curriculum used on national scale has been several weaknesses that we have identified, and this is not a new thing. Ladies and gentlemen, I understand that in the online conference, Friday 11 February 2023, on CNN Education that was published on this February 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, well, in my arguments, first of all, I will talk about the why should curriculum change. Ladies and gentlemen, like what I said before, the curriculum must dynamically develop and adjust to the conditions of the world. The curriculum cannot be used at one time continuously, just like what the opposition want to, because likewise the world of education is main pillar in the building of education, and generations must also change. Ladies and gentlemen, the curriculum must always change to suit the changing times, especially now that science and information have been developed more and more. We cannot just stop on one curriculum. By that, the old curriculums is irrelevant for us. Ladies and gentlemen, these curriculums that I'm talking about, in addition, the curriculum must be able to visionary generation. The second point is in my arguments is I will talk about the comparison of the curriculum to the 2013 curriculums and Merdeka curriculum. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the Center of Assessment, Data and Information Processing, one of the negative impact of the implementation of curriculum 2013 is teacher will tend to be passive, and in the teaching and the learning process, they will be lacking creativity and completely rely on the guide that also being trained by the government. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we all know that every curriculum must adjust to every student's condition and also the ruler evidence condition. Ladies and gentlemen, by the 2013 curriculum, it is generally for every school in Indonesia. But with Merdeka curriculum, the curriculums can adjust to the conditions and also the environment conditions of the students. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, this Merdeka curriculum is ready to be applied in all schools in Indonesia because it is flexible to be, adjust for all the schools in Indonesia and not just stuck by one guideline that has already, we know, by the 2013 curriculum. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the proposition team we definitely agree with this motion and we believe that our argument is much, much better than the opposition team.
Once again, let's give applause. Okay, whatever Mr. said, now, time is given to the second figure of negative to give relative. Time is yours.
Curriculum Merdeka can change the education in our country, Indonesia. But, ladies and gentlemen, this statement from second speaker of proposition team, and I'm as the opposition team, I really disagree with this statement. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we can see that in fact, we can see that schools now they use the curriculum, the old curriculum of legislated curriculum 13, but the students' achievement or the students in the future, they have the good future. So that make that all curriculum is better than the curriculum Merdeka. Ladies and gentlemen, the honorable, the educators, and all others here, why I really disagree with this topic today is independent curriculum is not effective. Ladies and gentlemen, according to compass.com, the government, together with the DPR, agreed not to obligate this new curriculum. Of the Merdeka curriculum or leading curriculum in schools. This was conveyed by the chairman of commission, DPR Sarko Kuda. He said he explained that this new curriculum or curriculum Merdeka is not effective. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it's not effective for the schools, especially the teachers, because we know that this rules is sudden and every year this curriculum is changed. So how about the teacher? They are confused to learn this new curriculum. So it's not effective. And I want to say that according to republica.co.id, private high school teachers in Rawamangun, East Jakarta, complain about the new curriculum that has been implemented by the government since 2022. Normally, the Merdeka curriculum, even though schools are not required to implement this curriculum at the time, graduation feels no thanks appreciated by the plan implemented it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we can see the from this. Yes, please.
So you know that after the COVID-19, we all have the learning loss.
And we have a brain, but you know this truth is silent. So how about the teacher? They are confused.
You are to
Yes.
So you know that the students know that they have the learning loss. So what is your better idea and options to improve the learning loss?
Okay, but in fact we can see that the schools they use the curriculum on, but we can see that their students, their future good. And the next step, curriculum Merdeka, this silent knowledge, and this is the silent rules. So this continues for the teachers to learn new curriculum. Let me continue my material. Ladies and gentlemen, and we know that this curriculum is a silent curriculum. So this is for this confusion for the student, not things. The student are the special teacher to learn this curriculum. Ladies and gentlemen, the next step, lack of access. The next step, lack of learning access. Ladies and gentlemen,
please.
yes, please.
So you said that we just used the old curriculum. That means that you didn't want to change the circulation of the learning laptop.
Okay, I get your point, but this I mean that we can change the education of our country, but not only do we use the curriculum Merdeka.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next step, lack of learning access. We know that, ladies and gentlemen, the way we use the curriculum Merdeka, the schools let the students to bring their handphone from their home, but we know that, especially in this village, they have the bad network. So how about this? It's the difficult for students to understand with this curriculum Merdeka. Ladies and gentlemen, next step, the lack of learning access that in the schools, especially the teacher, they need a computer to access their education or they want to study this new curriculum. But we know that the schools, they don't have the good network and they don't have enough. Yes, please.
So do you know that the medical curriculum is required to have a computer in every school?
Okay, but you say that curriculum Merdeka make education and they need internet, like they have need a handphone, need the access. But you think that in the village they don't have that enough facilities like that. Let me continue my material. Ladies and gentlemen, so it's difficult for the students. Ladies and gentlemen, the next is a lack of time management. We know that these rules or this new curriculum is a sudden. So from every year that this curriculum is a change. So the teacher need a long time and need a long year to teach this new curriculum. Ladies and gentlemen, the next step, curriculum Merdeka is free. And because the students, they choose the one subject they want this, and they choose the one subject they want to learn, and they will improve their achievement. But you think that if they free, but if they just think about the achievement, but how about their attitude? So we have to think about this. Yes, please.
So you said that they worry about the attitude. You have to know that there is P5 or in the increasing of the attitude of the character of the students.
Okay, get the point. But this rules or this new curriculum make that students they just think about the subject they want, and they just think the one subject from this. So they don't think about their attitudes. So from this not good for the students. Ladies and gentlemen, let me continue my material. So ladies and gentlemen, we know that these rules are equal. So there is not good for the students, especially in the village. They don't have and they don't know how about the access this new curriculum. Ladies and gentlemen, that from that all point that I tell you, I want to say that I really disagree with this topic, and the new curriculum is not ready to apply in our country, Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, and what next step? This new curriculum or curriculum need many teachers because the students they choose the one subject. So from this the teacher they have to have the enough many teacher to teaching their students. Ladies and gentlemen, from all points that I face, I want to invite all to join with our argument today, and let's join with our argument. Because the curriculum Merdeka is not ready to apply in Indonesia because it is not effective curriculum. So ladies and gentlemen, we have to waste that we don't have to apply this new curriculum in our country, Indonesia. we can see that the curriculum of curriculum can make the student teachers good without that we use the curriculum merdeka. So, ladies and gentlemen, from this, I really disagree with this topic today. I think this is the end of our material today, and our material concluded by my partner as the topic. That's all, and thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have to say, let's give the time to the speaker of our team to give the material. Thanks, yours.
Hello and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the opportunity and time given to me. I'm here as the third speaker from the proposition team, and I'm going to give my argument about the motion. This house believes that medical curriculum is ready to be applied in Indonesia. But before I give my argument, I really appreciate how the second speaker from the opposition team is giving her argument. But if she's talking about the student achievement of people that use the curriculum of 2013, then she cannot compare it with this curriculum of medical curriculum. Why? Because this curriculum is just started to implement it in schools, and it started from 2022 and only started in first grades. So, and also she needs to know that it is not all of the schools that implement this curriculum, but there is also a schools that is already implementing this curriculum. Ladies and gentlemen, not only about this achievement, if you're talking about the facilities, the lack of facilities that can affect this curriculum, that she's perfectly wrong. Why? Because it is not, yes please. Okay, as we said before that, by the medical curriculum can make students achievement. But we have to know that not only the medical curriculum can give the good achievement from the students, but can from the all curriculum can give good achievement from students. Thank you. Yes, and this is what I'm going to give my argument. But right now, I'm starting to give my rebuttal, and I'm not finished my rebuttal yet. So if you want to know the intention, the real intention of this medical curriculum, then please follow my argument. Thank you. Now I will continue my rebuttal. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if she's talking about the lack of facilities in schools, that this is not a good reason for her to say that this medical curriculum is not ready to apply in Indonesia. Why? Because this curriculum is done mandatory the teacher or the schools to following everything that is right down from the government to do that needs to implement in all the schools. The teacher has the right to give the students their adjustment for the students with their own creativity. So, this is okay. As you said before, that by the medical curriculum can make students and teachers to following everything. But we have to know that from the curriculum can make students and teachers to following everything, not only use medical curriculum. Thank you. And now I'll put to you a good question. First, if you're talking about this medical curriculum, and I say that they don't need to follow everything, it is mean that they don't need to use a high quality facility to make the students to understand what they're trying to explain for them. They can use their own way to make the students understand with their own creativity of the teacher. And also, if the teacher wants to make a new innovation on how they're teaching the students, I'm still answering you. Please listen. So, if you want to know about this medical curriculum, that it is not make this teacher get to really following this, all of the policy from the government. Thank you. Now I'll continue my rebuttal. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now I'll start my argument. Ladies and gentlemen, the intention of this medical curriculum is to catch up on learning process caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. This curriculum was created with the aim that education in Indonesia can be like in the developed countries where the students
are given the freedom to choose what they want to learn. With this, of course, it is giving a positive thing for students because they doesn't need to learn something under any circumstances that given from the teacher for them. Vertical curriculum is a learning pattern that favors the students according to the need of students, and there is a mapping of the potential of the students at the beginning before entering their material. Ladies and gentlemen, the vertical curriculum contains P5, or what we can call P5, or Project of Strengthening Pancasila Students Profile. Ladies and gentlemen, yes please.
Okay, can you give us one example of students make a creativity with from Merdeka curriculum? Thank you.
Can you repeat?
Can you give us one example of students making creativity from independent curriculum or Merdeka curriculum?
Well, thank you. I'll answer your question. In SMA N, SOE, the students yesterday about their creativity, they can go to
Your yes, please. Okay, you said that in your SMA, but how about the senior high school in field 3?
what's about the
Can you explain again use all curriculum? Use other curriculum, not only use the independent curriculum.
do you think the school, high schools in villages already implement this?
Yes.
What schools?
Thank you for clarification.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now I will continue my argument. So, according to the Central Standard Agency in Indonesia, the ICT Development Index in 2019 reached 5.33 and increased compared to the 2018, that is 5.07 ICT. Then with this is shown that ICT in Indonesia is improving each year. So if you're talking about the internet in Indonesia as the reason why this medical curriculum cannot be implemented, then you are wrong because we need to know that this internet in Indonesia is already great every year. And ladies and gentlemen, in the end of my argument, I would like to conclude that this medical curriculum for this time is the best curriculum and is ready to be applied in all schools in Indonesia. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give the time for the speaker of negative team to give the materials and shares.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as the first speaker, opposition team, I want to continue what my friend said. Why we disagree with this house believe that independent curriculum is ready to apply in all schools in Indonesia. But ladies and gentlemen, before I continue what my friend said, I want to say that we really disagree with this statement from proposition team. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to know that Merdeka curriculum is silent, so can one called teacher and students to confuse. And the next, ladies and gentlemen, we have to know that by then Merdeka curriculum can make students to freedom to choose subject they want. But ladies and gentlemen, we have to know that from this make the students have a little bit knowledge with the other subject their
POIP.
justice.
You're talking about the students that have a little bit more knowledge because of this medical curriculum you are wrong. Why? Because the students, they want to improve their future, then opportunity.
Okay,
Why they want to learn.
okay, I say that because you say that by the Merdeka curriculum, students they freedom to choose what subject they want. That it can make students have a little bit knowledge about the other subject in their school. Ladies and gentlemen, let me continue my material. And the
POIP.
and the proposition team say that practice independent curriculum or Merdeka curriculum improves students' justice.
So you mean that the students need to learn everything and not focusing on the future? You say if you want the students to learn everything and not choosing on what they want to learn, then it means that you want the students to learn everything without focusing on their future.
Okay, that's your point, but as I said before, not only by the medical curriculum, the students they are good in future, but with the all curriculum or another curriculum can make students good, not only the medical curriculum. Let me continue my material. Ladies and gentlemen, and the next is say that improve students by the medical curriculum. So I want to say that the other curriculum also improve students' achievement, not only with the curriculum data. Ladies and gentlemen, the next I want to say that we already hear a lot of material from my friends as the first and the second speaker. My friends as the first speaker already said that lack of human resources capacity. And my friends as the second speaker already told us about the data from compatation. Yes, please.
If you're talking about the lack of human resource, then you definitely did not pay attention to what our first and second speakers said before that this curriculum is definitely improve the human resources.
Okay, wait. I say this because example, school in fields, they have lack of skilled human resources. So it can be students or can be workload to teachers to give them material. Let me continue my material. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend said the second speaker already told us about the data from compass.com. Government, together with the DPR, agreed not to obligate the implementation of this curriculum learning in school. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to continue my material from my friends the first and the second speaker. The first is still need evaluation and assessment. The preparation of this new curriculum is considered immaterial. Therefore, a more in-depth study and evaluation is needed so that the implementation is effective and appropriate. And the next is lack of skilled human resources. Let us see I am here. The independent curriculum still needs thorough socialization and preparation so that it has a well-structured system. In addition, this curriculum also requires major human resources, namely a qualified teaching staff, so that they can implement this curriculum properly. Unfortunately, the available human resources are still inadequate. So, ladies and gentlemen, after we hear our statement today, I want to say that it's better Indonesia don't apply this merdeka in all schools. Yes, please.
You're talking about the lack of socialization, that it is perfectly not the fault from the government. Why? Because the socialization of this American curriculum is already
Okay, I get your point. But example, in our village, they don't have evaluation and assessment from the government. So, no thanks. So, teacher, they need evaluation and assessment from the government. If not, they don't have to understand with this new curriculum, and they can give wrong lesson from their teacher, or they can give the not true lesson from their teacher because they don't understand with this new curriculum. Ladies and gentlemen, and the next is lack of skilled human resources. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, after we hear our material today, I want to invite all to join with our argument and really disagree with the motion today about this house belief that curriculum is ready to be applied in all schools in Indonesia. Why? Because by the new curriculum can workload teacher and students confused with this new curriculum. Ladies and gentlemen, after we hear our material today, I want to say that our material is really true because based on the data and fact. And we strongly believe that we will win this debate today. That's all my material, and thank you.